Mood, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. How are you doing, Tuti?
I'm good. I'm good. Okay. With the with the lockdown, even now the heat is day by day increasing. But let's continue with this with a question as
Yeah, so I have chosen to do it in the garden today
yeah,
so
yeah.
that it's slightly better.
Okay. The question
Yeah.
is in terms of for the marketers like us. Like almost out
Mhm.
of 9 out of 10 marketers feel that marketing campaigns to be delayed since
Mhm.
the demand for their brand products and or services is falling
Hmm.
due to the current COVID-19 crisis situation.
Okay.
So is this
Okay.
advisable?
That's an interesting one. It's an interesting one because I feel the drop in demand is basically out of fear and uncertainties rather than the real problem. To tell you, we have actually increased our advertising budget by 20%.
Okay.
And there's a reason for that. Okay, but we'll come to that later. But the real drop in demand seems to be in terms of the fear and uncertainty in the market.
But in the current situation, like few businesses like the emergency needs or the must needs like food and medicines, these businesses are still able to sustain. But what about like yesterday one of my friend who runs
Uh-huh.
an apparel business,
Okay.
and he was saying that it's almost now 6 weeks the lockdown is continued, and it is
Hmm.
much affecting his business in the current situation, and even post covid he's having that fear. So do you have
Okay, so
anything for such businesses?
got it. So I assume this is a Apple store, is a
Yeah.
walking store, right? Okay, and therefore the footfall has gone to nil. Yeah, and even beyond lockdowns, there are going to be a lot of restrictions being put up by the government for any public places, right?
Correct.
So footfall will be an issue for businesses like these, correct?
Yes.
And therefore these businesses may feel that yes, I mean it is kind of concerning there. But again, the point is, if your business model is relevant, you do not worry. And it's exactly what we had said in our previous two videos, that if your vision is right, and if your model is fundamentally very relevant, then this small period or small window where everyone is going to face a bit of a problem has to be dealt through carefully, and then beyond that success will be there if we are ready to take certain measures, right?
Okay.
So I see a lot of opportunities for this business in this period, right? So does he have an online store as well for his business?
Online store, not as it, but he's listed on
Okay.
the shopping portals.
Acha. Okay. And how's the business from there? Is there anything happening there?
No, currently not. Since the
Not really.
delivery issues are stopped for these
Exactly.
goods.
So okay, correct. So with that kind of a scenario, the best thing would now in this part of the period should be brand focus on how well he can engage his audience and his customers.
Mm-hmm.
This becomes very important, and instead of thinking of business in this phase, he should really look at branding in this phase. Okay,
Okay.
can he come up with some new uh, what do you call it, boutique wear, or some new range of clothes which he can showcase to his customers, because
Mm-hmm.
everyone is online, everyone is on social media. So this
Right.
is this is actually very good time to get into the eyes of the customers. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the way he can keep people engaged. He can probably connect with his customers and people and ask them what they're looking for, what kind of services, what kind of clothes they will be looking for, because now people are wearing the same clothes again,
Yeah.
and people will be wanting to try new ones. So the idea would be to create that interest on what they would like to wear post lockdown, right?
Okay.
That would give, yeah, that would give customers idea, that would give his business ideas into what people will be coming up with once the lockdowns and all those restrictions go away.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll give his business a bit of an insight. Right now is the time to engage with his audience
Yeah,
rather
that
than
sounds
really
interesting.
focusing. Yeah, that instead of really focusing on the business part, he can look at engaging his audience. Another aspect that he can try out is, uh, can he create a pre-ordering model? So, for
Yeah,
example, he
possible.
creates that, exactly. So he can create those new designer wear, show it to the audience, and the audience can pre-book it at a lower price, and they'll be delivered later to them once the lockdowns go.
Right.
So this could be another model that could be worked out for his business, and the idea would be to make sure that the eyeballs are there on the business, and that's why
Mm-hmm.
that engagement part is going to be very crucial. Yeah,
Right.
so to summarize, I would just like to give some tips. Yeah, in the current scenario, in the current
Mm-hmm.
scenario, getting into the market is relatively easier.
Okay.
Yeah, because we had discussed this in the previous video as well. Yeah, because everyone is now very cautious and sensitive about marketing.
Right.
So this actually opens up the ground for us to get into the market relatively easy with
Mm-hmm.
lesser competition.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, making those investments now makes sense. Okay, ads and services will become cheaper definitely at this point. So
Okay.
you can with the same budget that they were drawing, say 1,000 clicks in a month, with that same budget now they can draw in 5,000 clicks. That kind of
Mm-hmm.
market exposure can be achieved. Yeah,
Right.
and with increased viewership, you will ensure more eyeballs. And if you really engage them with very good content, with some of the ideas that we just discussed, then I guess business will automatically start flowing in the coming days.
Yeah, it sounds interesting, and definitely like with diffuse, the main thing is getting connected and engaging your customers.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I mean, this is the time to engage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not think too much about real business. The idea is to engage, and you will see ideas coming in from customers. Customers, when they start interacting, they will start giving ideas,
Right.
and that's why those surveys and reviews with customers, getting ideas will be so useful to generate new business ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And we've just discussed one case. There are so many other cases that we can discuss. Yeah. So that's it. Anything else you had?
No, these were the like because these are the businesses. I'm sure there are mainly both at the B2C and mostly they are getting where the
Yeah.
walkthroughs are there. Walkthroughs are there.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
as you said, like this time is to get the eyeballs and get your brand, get connected with your customers and engage them.
Correct. Correct. And the best mode at this point is digital. Yeah. So I think if the steps have not been taken so far to digitize your brand, it's the best time to start. If you've already done some digitization of your business, it's time to expand.
Yeah. Thank
So
you.
that would be the okay. Thank you.
Hope you have liked this video. If you have any queries related to this video, please write to us in comments or email us at business@zoomyourtraffic.com. Thank you for watching this video.